Now let's go across to St Paul's Cathedral. That service of Thanksgiving is now over, and we're joined there by GBNews reporter Alice Porter, who just attended the service herself. Alice.
Hi there, good evening. Well, absolutely, what a privilege it was to attend the service. And it started in a most extraordinary way with the first address from our new king, from King Charles III. And his voice very much was booming round St Paul's Cathedral, and he paid tribute to his mother, to the Queen, to a life well led. And it really was a very touching testimony. And then it moved on, and other people spoke, including our new Prime Minister, Liz Truss. She did a Bible reading from Romans, and it's kind of extraordinary to think it was only on Tuesday that she met the Queen at Balmoral, and 3 days later here she is at St Paul's doing reading and a service of reflection for her. And then she wasn't the only person taking on a new role this week. In fact, the Dean Designate of St Paul's Cathedral, I had a chat with him earlier, and he's not technically the Dean yet. That role starts actually in 2 weeks' time, but I asked him what an extraordinary challenge there is to lead a service when you're a newly made Dean. I mean, it really is quite extraordinary, but he obviously found it was a real privilege to undertake that, and obviously did an absolutely terrific job. But yes, there were some politicians there, and yes, there were some sort of big names that we'll have heard of, but really this was very much a service for the people, and that was something that was very important to the Queen with this service. This was going to be a bit like the Platinum Jubilee Thanksgiving celebrations that took place here. This is very much for the people, and around 2,000 members of the public had the privilege of sitting and watching the service. Many of them had been queuing out since this morning at 11 o'clock to try and get a wristband so they could get entry. I was out and about speaking with some of the people who were hoping to get tickets, and this is what they had to say. I'm sorry, we don't have, but a lot of the people I was speaking to were obviously overjoyed to be able to get a ticket to come to the service. A lot of people just said that they wanted that moment of prayer and reflection, and this is the order of service that was there this evening. And I think it's funny because the words prayer and reflection, there may be not the most sort of modern words that we think of, maybe not the most fashionable words we think of in 21st century Britain, but I think what was striking in today and this service is that there is absolutely, for many people, still very much a place for prayer and reflection, and many of them were able to be gathered here at St Paul's Cathedral for really a remarkable service to pay tribute to a woman that has of course been so significant in many British people's lives.